Okay, hi everybody. All right, this is Miss Molinari, and I'm going to continue reading from the book No Fighting, No Biting. And friends, I hope you have your book with you because we had it in the last one. We're going to get right to it. This is specifically being recorded for INDLS First Grade Literature Comprehension Lesson 14.1, 2, and 3. This would be like kind of 2. And the reason why I'm doing this, it'll probably be changed by then, but at the time of this recording, the downloadable lesson and the paper lesson in the hardcover book for INDLS is for a different story. Here Comes the Parade. And this is a great book, and I don't want to throw anybody off, so I'm recording some the reading and some comprehension questions so you can talk it over with your loved ones, kiddos, okay? My fabulosi fabulas. All right, so what we know in a book, I hope you're ready to go. We're hopping right back into it. We always go back a couple pages and look at what have we read. Because if we just hop right into the book on page 18, we're going to kind of be lost, even with a picture walk. So if we flip back a couple of pages, I see our main characters. I see Cousin Joan, I see Rosa, and I see Willie. Just by looking at those pictures, if you look at page, and it'll be hard, but page 10, it doesn't have a number on the bottom, you'll notice they are sulking. What was going on? Remember, I said something about ants in their pants. Do you remember? Hopefully that kind of jogs your memory, makes you remember. You can look at those pictures again. I want you to really think before you can pause the video and continue. All right? If you don't remember what we read or listened to just the other day or before, I want you to go back and listen to it again. I want you to close your eyes and see it in your mind. We want to start getting better at seeing that movie that's running in our mind and remembering it, just like our phonics, okay? All right, so if you have your book, page 18, this is a long one, it's called Lightfoot and Quickfoot. So let's look at the pictures. I see two, they look like orange or yellow colored little, must be alligators because that's what she called them, and a big one in green. I turn the page and they're running around and I don't know, they might be having fun, but on page 21, I see one has another one's leg and they're like falling off a log. Turn the page. Okay, so they're sitting there and it looks like they're having a talk or maybe just a staring contest with the big green alligator. All right, but I think I have an idea who our main characters in this are. Okay, so let's keep going. So we've got the two little alligators and the one big one, and I bet one of them's name is Lightfoot and one of them is Quickfoot. Just a prediction. Okay, page 24 and 25. Oh, page 25. I don't know how I can tell this, but I almost think the big alligator is yelling at the little alligators. What do you think? Like, look at their eyes. They just look like they're in trouble. Okay, all the way, page 26. Wow, that big alligator has got a lot of teeth. A lot of teeth. I think I might lose my lose my place trying to count all of them. But I see those little guys, they're looking, and I don't know, but it looks like he brushes his teeth though, the big alligator. Turn the page. Ooh. I see them now, but I, am going to guess those are alligator eggs. I don't know, I just get a feeling. I could be wrong. They might be rocks, but when I looked up there, I just kind of thought mama. Right, page 30, 31. Oh, look, I don't really know what's going on. I see the orange yellow baby ones, and then I see the big one, and it looks like something's in its mouth, and then it changes color. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Let's just be confused, but look at them. They might be playing around on the eggs. Okay, turn the page. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of reading. All right, keep turning the page, and now I see the big alligator again, and one of the little alligators is looking in its mouth, and the other one's walking away, and I don't know, it looks like another conversation. Isn't it interesting how the story's going to be so different when we read it? But doing the picture walk, at least we kind of have an idea who our characters might be, all right? I turn the page. Oh, I see a lot of them. Oh, I see a lot more of the little guys, and now I see two big alligators. I don't know what's going on, but it might be a family. And then look at them. There are a lot of big green alligators on 38 and 39. And then there's a whole bunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 little orange yellow alligators. Pause the video. How many big green alligators are there? And go. Okay, I hope you got the right answer. Let's turn the page. This is a long one. Okay, now I see two alligators. Again, one's getting out, and I can never tell if alligators are happy or not. But I mean, they're hanging out. I wonder if they're a family. Turn the page, and oh, what? The alligators are gone. Page 43. We're back to the main people characters. What were their names again? Go back and look. You know them. It's a boy, a young girl, and a nice lady. Okay. All right. So then that takes us to the next chapter on the way home. So we'll get to that. Okay. Shake it all out. All right. Wiggle arms if you need to pause the video and go use the bathroom or get a drink of water. Okay. This is a long chapter. All right. We're in this together. Okay. Page 18. Here we go. Lightfoot and Quickfoot. Remember, I want you to see this in your mind. So sometimes it's hard because I make goofy faces. So do your best. Once there were two little alligators called Lightfoot and Quickfoot. Okay, I want to stop this real quick. Who do you think is the narrator, the person telling the story right now? Okay, I want you to think back to what we looked at yesterday, remember on page 17 or the day before, where Joan says a story about two little alligators called Lightfoot and Quickfoot. So what's going on page 18 is Joan is reading this story, Quickfoot and Lightfoot, to Willie and Rosa. Okay, so you can hear her saying it and they're listening. I'll start again. Once there were two little alligators called Lightfoot and Quickfoot. One morning, Mrs. Alligator said, "Come along now, children. We are going fishing. I want you to hurry because I'm very hungry." "Good," said Lightfoot. "I'm hungry too." And he bit Quickfoot's tail. "Ow!" said Quickfoot, and he bit Lightfoot's tail. Come, children, no fighting," said Mrs. Alligator. "No fighting and no biting. Come along now and hurry, hurry." They all went along the alligator path. Soon they came to a big log. Mrs. Alligator climbed over the log, and she did it very nicely. But Lightfoot and Quickfoot did not do so well. Lightfoot climbed up a little way, but then he fell down on top of Quickfoot, so Quickfoot bit him. And then Quickfoot climbed up a little way, but he fell down on top of Lightfoot, so Lightfoot bit him. And then, of course, they were fighting again. Now, I want you to think about this. Are there any characters that Lightfoot and Quickfoot kind of remind you of right now? I don't know. Anybody that kind of looks like that? Whose name isn't Joan? Kind of reminds you of the boy and girl, Rosa and Willie, who are bickering. Pick, pick, pick. Okay? All right, page 23. Now, who should be coming along but a big, hungry alligator? And when big, hungry alligators are hungry, even little alligator children are not safe. Lightfoot and Quickfoot saw him, and they stopped fighting. Smart. "Well," said the big, hungry alligator, "well, well. Two nice little fat alligators, too fat to climb over the log." "We are not too fat," said Lightfoot and Quickfoot. "The log is too big." "So the log is too big, is it?" said the big, hungry alligator. "I will help you over the log." "How?" asked Quickfoot and Lightfoot. You guys already have an idea? "Well," said the big, hungry alligator, I can't put you on my back because if I do, you will fall off." "But if I open my mouth," he said, look at page 25, "you two can get in. Then we can all go over the log." Anybody spidey sense going off here? Anybody thinking something is not right here? Would any of you little alligator children crawl into the big hungry alligator's mouth? If you say yes, please rethink your choice. I love you and don't want you to get eaten by a big hungry alligator. Okay. Those of you that said nuh-uh, no way, nice job. Page 26. He opened his mouth wide, and Lightfoot and Quickfoot looked in. "You go first," said Lightfoot. "No, you go first," said Quickfoot. He pushed Lightfoot. Just then Mrs. Alligator called, "Children, if you can't hurry, I will give you know what." What could that be? That made Lightfoot and Quickfoot hurry. They forgot about the big alligator. What might have happened if they had crawled in that alligator's mouth? Bon appetit. All right, turn the page, page 28. They climbed over the log quickly, all by themselves. What? All by themselves? And they hurried along till they came to Mrs. Alligator. Now all three went along very nicely, Mrs. Alligator, Lightfoot, and Quickfoot. They went along the alligator path till they came near the water. Then Lightfoot and Quickfoot saw some eggs. Look at the eggs, they said. We want to eat them. Very well, but hurry, said Mrs. Alligator. Wait a minute, they're going to eat the eggs. Oh, maybe I thought those might be alligator eggs. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Page 29. Very well, but hurry, said Mrs. Alligator. Eat them. I will go down along the path, and I will be in the water fishing. Lightfoot said, I count 3 eggs. I will eat 2. Isn't that how it is? If there's 3 Reese cups or chocolate bars or something you're not allergic to, you're always going to take more and give the other person one less. Well, I know you would. You are all very kind. But these little alligator children, Ann, Rosa, and Willie, are kind of wanting the best for themselves. They're just not seeing how lucky they are to have another loved one that close to their age. Page 30. Quickfoot said, I count 3 eggs. I will eat 2. 2 are too many for you, said Lightfoot. He bit Quickfoot's tail. No fighting, no biting. Page 31. No, 2 are too many for you, said Quickfoot, and he bit Lightfoot's tail. Then, of course, they were fighting again. No fighting, no biting. Turn the page. Now, who should be coming along the path but the big, hungry, you guessed it, alligator. Remember, there's always a pattern. Lightfoot and Quickfoot saw him, and they stopped fighting. Why do you think they stopped fighting? I mean, nothing stopped them from fighting before. Why do you think now? Are they excited to see this big, hungry alligator? Or are they a little weary? Or are they just stopping talking because they're sleeping? Okay. I'm a couple sentences down, and it says, well, W-E-L-L. Well, said the big, hungry alligator. Well, well, my 2 nice little friends. What are you doing here? Counting eggs, said Lightfoot and Quickfoot. Counting, said the big, hungry alligator. You can't count. Top of page. Oh, yes, we can. We can't so count, said Lightfoot and Quickfoot. If you can count, said the big, hungry alligator, maybe you will count my teeth. I think I said something about that in the picture walk. Maybe you will count my teeth. I've always wanted someone to count my teeth. I will open my mouth wide. Then you 2 can get in and count all my teeth. This sounds familiar. All the way to the back of my mouth. So the big, hungry alligator opened his mouth wide as he could. We know what's going on, right? Please, you know what's going on. Would you have crawled into the big, hungry alligator's mouth the first time? No. Are you going to crawl into his mouth this time to count his teeth? If you say yes, please rethink your decision. If you say no, that alligator wants to eat me and trying to pull a trick on me. Good job. Page 34. Lightfoot and Quickfoot looked in. Wow, said Lightfoot. Look at all those teeth. And look at all the teeth in the back, said Quickfoot. Go in and count them, said Lightfoot. No, said Quickfoot. You go in and count them. No, I'm going fishing, said Lightfoot, and off he went. I'm going too, said Quickfoot, and off he went. I wonder what kept them from going in their mouth. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe their spidey senses? Maybe they just really wanted to go fishing. Okay. Page 36. Stop! Roared the big, hungry alligator. But Lightfoot and Quickfoot were already on the way down to the water. In the water they went, splash, splash, and right after them came the big, hungry alligator. In the water he went. Splash! 38. Now, what should he bump into but Mrs. Alligator? How do you do? She said. Looking for something? Brr, said the big, hungry alligator. He said again. Oh, said Mrs. Alligator. I think I have to go now, he said. So he got in there, and you know what? I'm actually going to go back and reread that because as I was reading it and listening to it, now I kind of see who was doing the talking. And if you look on page 38 and 39, every time a new person starts talking, it goes to another line. So I'm going to use different voices, but I'm going to go back on page 38, and I want you to hear kind of the conversation between the big hungry alligator and Mrs. Alligator. Page 38. Now, what should he bump into but Mrs. Alligator? How do you do? She said, looking for something. Garb, said the big, hungry alligator. He said again. Oh, said Mrs. Alligator. I think I have to go now, he said. Why do you think, now you know the hungry alligator, Mrs. Alligator, why do you think he didn't know what to say to her and he was like, I need to get out of here? Why did he go in the water in the first place? Do you remember Quickfoot and Lightfoot? Remember how they were going to be a nice, tasty morsel snack for him? Do you really think he's going to go up against Mama and say, yes, I'm trying to eat your children? No, no. So he was like, no, sorry, got to get out of here. Okay, all right, turn the page, page 40. I should think so, she said, or I may have to bite you. Good day, ma'am, he said, and he hurried away as fast as he could. Go, Mama Alligator. Lightfoot said, he ran after us. Quickfoot said, he was not very nice, was he? He is hungry, said Mrs. Alligator, and you look just like fish to him. Turn the page. Do we? They said. Yes, she said. Another time, don't stop to fight and don't stop to talk. Do you hear me, you two? Wait a minute, did I skip a page? I just want to make sure I didn't. Nope, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, back to page 42. All right, so page 41, I'm going to go back. Hey, sometimes this happens. He is hungry, said Mrs. Alligator, and you look just like fish to him. Turn the page. Do we? They said. Yes, she said. Another time, don't stop to fight and don't stop to talk. Do you hear me, you two? Yes, said Lightfoot and Quickfoot. Why is she saying that to them? And another time, don't stop to fight and don't stop to talk. What could happen to them if they're sitting there fighting and talking and biting each other? What might have happened to them with the big hungry alligator? They were so focused on picking at each other, they didn't realize that there was danger around. Okay. Do. Middle of the page on page 40 time. Do. 42. Do you hear me, you two? Yes, said Lightfoot and Quickfoot. All right, she said. Now fish. And so they fished. And it was good that they did, because they were really very hungry. Now, on page 43, we go back to Cousin Joan, Rosa, and Willie. That's all, said Joan. Now I can read. But I want to know something, said Willie. Where did the big alligator go? Oh, said Joan, that's another story. Ooh, and then this is what I'm going to finish in the next video, which we'll call 14.3. Okay, so review what we've read. What is the moral? What is the lesson we're learning? Okay, and it's the lesson that Rosa and Willie have to learn too, that the baby alligator, the little alligator children had to learn. What is that? Remember, don't stop and talk, don't stop and fight. Pay attention to what's around you and quit picking at each other. All right, te amo. I'll see you shortly.